Hi, it's me again. Let me show you something cool. This is a tsuba, T-S-U-B-A. It is the sword guard from a samurai sword. It goes between the handle of the sword and the blade, and it protects the samurai's hand. I found this at a bazaar at a temple in Kyoto. Pretty cool, right? So let me tell you a story that my late great auntie Florence told me. She's my grandma's sister. She told me that her grandfather was a samurai, and that when the Meiji Restoration in 1868 eliminated the samurai class, he was suddenly out of work, along with over 1 million other samurai. So out of work, he tried to sell kimono, but he's broken out of work, right? So I don't think he has the capital to open a storefront. So I believe he went selling kimono door to door. But a samurai doesn't have those kinds of skills, right? So he failed, and his family became quite poor. And that is why my great-grandmother left Japan to come to Hawaii to work in the sugarcane fields. I'm telling you this story because the same thing happened to Frank Matsura's father, Yasu Matsura. He was a real sword-carrying samurai who worked for the shogun. So he too was suddenly put out of work. We don't know what happened next, but we do know that Frank found himself orphaned, and he was sent to Tokyo to be raised by his father's brother, his uncle, who founded a school for girls in Tokyo. And he trained Frank to be a teacher in that school. We also know that he applied for a passport in 1901, and I believe that's when he left Japan for the United States. His niece tells the story that he suddenly left one day without telling anybody. And when they suddenly figured out he was gone, they sent a family member to follow him to Yokohama to see if they could stop him. But when they got there, his ship had already sailed. On the skeleton of this little bit that we know about him, I laid a fictional backstory of what happened to his parents, what his uncle was like, what his training as a teacher might have been like, and the things that might have happened to him before he left Japan. The story actually begins 4 weeks after he leaves Japan, when he arrives in Alaska, but the story frequently flashes back to his time back in Japan. My novel is called Imperfect Likeness, The Legend of Frank Matsura, and it's going to be launched on October 27th, 2026. If you'd like to receive briefs, documents, PDFs, detailing this history and how we know what we know about him, then go to this webpage and type in an email address. I'll email you the historical dossier as a series of 10 PDF documents. And be assured, I will never ever sell your email address to anyone. And I also won't flood your inbox with a lot of junk. I'll email you once in a while with something about Frank or something about the upcoming book, but it won't be very often, probably not even every week. And when we get closer to the launch date, I'll give you opportunities to receive little thank you gifts from me to your inbox. So keep watching this YouTube channel and your inbox for things from dan.sato@dansato.com. And I'm looking forward to being in touch with you. That's it. Okay, go to that website now, and I'll send you brief number 1, which is about his family history. All right, I can't wait to hear from you.